All right, ladies and germs, I'm outside as promised, taking some photos of another F80. It's been a pretty eventful evening. We've just been kind of running around the place trying to find like a good spot, and we're kind of getting these last few bits of light, trying to get something. Here, come on, you bastard. So we're getting a little bit of this. We got the CS. Let's go. We got F80 Geo in the building.
In the flesh.
We got Corner Media. Fucking shit up. All right. My white balance is a little wonky on here, but you know what? I'll try to fix that, but if not, whatever. So we're gonna take a couple quick photos. Let's go over my quick settings really quick. Got our white balance shooting on f3.2, 1/160, and the lowest ISO possible, 80. So it's underexposed, about to stop, which is usually great for Sonys. So we're gonna take a couple quick photos and then we'll jump right into editing. All right, what's up everybody? I'm back with some of the photos I talked about in my last video. Went out and took some photos in the snow a little bit. Wasn't planning on it, but it just kind of happened. But F80 M3, stealth PPF, blacked out with some snow. Came out pretty clean. My buddy Jordan was just shooting some video, so I was taking photos while he was doing that. So I was kind of bouncing around. It really wasn't a photo shoot, but I was just bouncing around getting some quick photos. So we're gonna start with sifting through them, picking out our favorites, and then starting to edit. I'm not sure if this will be a 1-part or a 2-part. I'm gonna see just how it goes. It might be, I do want these to look good, so this might be a 2-part, but we'll start with going through them. And once again, I'm just pressing the period button on the Mac to add to favorites, and then after I go in favorites and export those. So this is just an easy way to view them and pick the ones I like. I already didn't realize this. This shit is so annoying. I have no idea what he's doing. These are the ones that are going to be cool though. Do a couple landscape ones. I think it looks like I'm going pretty fast, but in my head, like, you know, I shot the photos. I have a general idea of which ones I like, or at least which spots of stuff I like. Low-key like a little baby panning shot. I didn't think I was gonna get any of these in focus, to be honest. which are not 100%, but looks okay. Nice. Fucking guy. Too dark. Alright, so we got a couple. Let's see, we got $54 photos. Alright, so now we export, unmodified, make a little folder. Alright, so we'll just get right into it. Alright, so I always start with the crop, you know, because I know what's going on Instagram. Actually, let me pick a funner photo. More fun photo. Alright. I feel like this is going to be tough, but let's do this. It kind of looks like a little edited already, but that's just because I use a CPL. So you got a little bit of difference just from the curves. Curves really do make the best kind of differences. So I feel like if you're trying to get what you want out of a photo, like using curves is the best way. We just get into the masks. See, sometimes I have like a little bit of a process, and sometimes I just jump around. And what you're doing with the mask is basically just taking whatever you see and accentuating it. It sounds too big. Exaggerating it. So make the sun a little blurrier, brighter. Maybe make it a little warmer. Just a little. That was good. And you know, at the bottom one where we was accentuating, exaggerating shadows. Not sure how much of the sky this is gonna get. Oh, it did a pretty good job. Definitely make sure when you're doing your curves, you go in like all directions, like side to side. I think it makes a huge difference. I used to feel like you go up and down, but I go a lot of like side to side, and it makes a huge difference. So editing photos is basically you're blending stuff while exaggerating stuff. So every time I tweak the lighting a little bit, I'll go back to the curves and try to blend in what I did. So when I made the sun brighter, I just went over and kind of blended in what I did to the sun, or else it looks weird. Not weird, but you don't want people to know what you did to the photo. If I can tell what you did, which like I've been doing it for a long time, so it's a little easier for me to pick it up, but in general, if you can tell what someone did, it's less magic, you know. You don't want to show what you did. I don't know how to explain that. I feel like you can get the general idea from what I was trying to do. You want there to be an illusion that the photo was taken like this. I'll just leave it like that. So this is before and after so far. Still got a little bit to go. The amount of lighting and contrast in this photo though, I'm gonna have to tweak it every time I change it. Hey, since it's cold, I can just take the green out. That looks great. I hate when I could see that someone took out all the blues. Like, you gotta leave a little bit. So usually like 50 is usually I feel like good for certain photos. Actually, even like let's do 40. Oops. Negative 40. So for the color grading, I kind of always just start with, you know, orangey yellow highlights, greenish, bluish midtones, and bluish shadows. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Sometimes I'll just add a little bit of green. I feel like it brings the photo together, even though I used to always do whatever I can do to get green out of the photo. Just a little bit kind of blends the photo together. Like I said, blending. It's all about blending. Sharpening. Never really go past 50, to be honest. What I'm doing here is pressing Option while on the mask on Mac. So this is basically sharpening the correct amount of lines instead of sharpening the entire image stack of layers. You're sharpening like the most specific one. So you can see it's looking pretty nicely sharpened. I think I said in the last video, I always try to do like a lighter blacks because I see other people do it. And then when it's time to show it, I just can't. I don't know why. Always make the darks blacker. Alright, now I'm going to add a little bit to the wheels because they look dull for being in the shade, or the shady side. Shadow side. Come on. Once again, using the curve tool, even that looks a little better. I'll make the headlights a little brighter. It's looking pretty good. I feel like I don't like doing this all the time, but Kind of like making the grill and like these mesh parts a little darker. It also gives the bumper a little more contrast. Such like a small thing that I feel like makes a little bit of a difference. Just gonna take a little bit of this yellow out of the headlight. And it really doesn't even look yellow in person. It just happens when you take the photos. I don't know. Maybe it's the white balance I was using. All right, that looks pretty good. Here's the before, the after before. See, it's really nothing crazy that I'm doing to it. What is this? But, you know, like I said, it's all about exaggerating and blending in what you're exaggerating. So let's see if we can look at some other ones. Just gonna copy and paste the general editing. Kid doesn't even know how good he's got it, hanging out with me. Gets a good photo of himself every time. So once again, I'm really just copying and pasting the original edit. It's not gonna always look good, but this car is really dark. It's definitely hard with this kind of car, and it being so, the snow being so bright and him being so dark. You have no choice but to try to reverse some contrast that's already there. So as I'm going down and changing the edit, I'll like copy and paste the most recent one. So you'll see me constantly copying and pasting. It's a good picture. I feel like this one's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, buddy. He really did not want to drive in the snow, but he got cool photos out of it, so clean your car and cry about it. Oh. Yeah, buddy. I don't know why the hell that's there, but definitely I'm seeing some things I have to clean up. But just for a first look at, you know, these are looking pretty good. Looks like I should have adjusted the white balance when I got to this spot. You know, Photoshop him out. Should be a cool photo. That looks pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I want to see what this looks like. It's okay. Alright, it's almost time for me to go to bed. Just wanted to look at these and start this first one. Gonna work on these more and get to a point where they're like almost done. And then I'm gonna record again, talk about what I did, and talk about what I should have done, because that's really what you should do. You know, be like, all right, this was good, next time we gotta do this. But once again, this wasn't even really a shoot. I was just shooting around my buddy taking video. But I did take a little Osmo video while I was out there. And I think I said something, I mentioned the settings. It's probably played this at the beginning of this. And I know this channel doesn't have a lot of viewers or subscribers, but if you do watch this and you feel like seeing something different, feel free to comment or message me on Instagram. I'm just gonna keep doing this whether people are watching or not, to be honest. It kind of just helps me work. It helps me stay consistent with something. So looking forward to seeing where this goes in the next couple weeks.